Hi guys, we're back with another entry in our Checkmate pattern series study, and in this video we'll learn about Morphy's mate. Morphy's mate is named after Paul Morphy, the best chess player in the 1800s. Okay, we play white in this position, white to win and to move, and here is the requirements for the pattern. First, the opponent king is usually castled kingside. The rook is still on f8, and then these three pawns are usually still intact. And from white side, then we need to have a rook on the G file that is open or semi-open, meaning that the rook can actually attack the G7 file, the G7 pawn I should say. And then we also have a bishop supporting that rook on A1 H8 diagonal. Then we initiate the checkmate pattern by first going rook G7 check, only one legal move, king H8. Now we clear this pawn first on F7 for a reason I will tell you later. Rook takes F7 check, only one legal move, king G8. Now rook G7 check again, and king H8. And now rook G5 check, and it's not yet a checkmate because black can go rook F6, but then bishop takes F6, and then it's a checkmate with Morphy's mate. And earlier we need to take F7 pawn because of otherwise black has F6 defense. We'll just show you. Let's rewind back. If at this position we went back with the rook, let's say rook G5, now there is no mate because of F6. And now black is winning easily because he's up a queen. Okay, so that's the pattern. Please remember it. First we go G7 with the rook, and then we take F7, and then we go back to G7, and then we pull back. It actually doesn't really matter much where we pull back to. It's all a checkmate. It's also worth mentioning that Morphy's mate is quite similar to the seesaw pattern that we studied earlier in our checkmate pattern series. The difference here is that the existence of H7 pawn, because the H7 pawn is there, then we can checkmate the black king. If the H7 pawn is not there, then it might be worth it to think of the seesaw pattern instead and gain materials. Okay, let's see another example of Morphy's mate. I actually want to show you this position because it's an exception to the rule that we said earlier, which is we always take the F7 pawn. Here we don't take the F7 pawn because if we take the F7 pawn, then that would be a mistake. Now there is no checkmate because this bishop is takeable by the rook. Of course, we're winning material still, for example, like that. But yeah, it's not a checkmate, and in fact in this exact position we're losing because the opponent has a queen. So instead, before, when the bishop is already on F6, then we simply just go back anywhere with the rook, and it's a checkmate. Don't take the F7 pawn. Should be pretty obvious, but yeah, I thought it's worth mentioning. Okay guys, let's look at another position. Just to really internalize this Morphy's mate pattern, it's we're playing white. It's white to move and win using the Morphy's mate pattern. Also, white is now in check, as you can see, because of the knight on d3. So what is the best move for white here? Please feel free to pause the video if you need to, and afterward we'll solve it together. Here best move is bishop takes d3. Now knight takes d3, another check, and now we sacrifice the queen. Queen takes d3, queen takes d3. We lose the queen, but it's fine because we have a Morphy's mate. You see the pattern? There's a pawn on h7, our rook on g file, supported by the bishop that control the a1 h8 diagonal. So as we've seen many times before, first move is rook g7 check, king h8. We clear the pawn on f file. Rook takes f7 check, king g8, rook g8 check, king h8, and now we pull our rook back, rook g5 check, and the game is pretty much over here. It's just not officially checkmate because black can throw things in front of the path of the bishop, checkmating the king. So queen d4, bishop takes d4, e5, bishop takes e5, rook f6, bishop takes f6, and then it's finally a checkmate. Okay, another position. Earlier, all the position we look at, we have the rook on the g files and attacking the king sort of vertically. And for that, we need the pawn to be still on g2 or g7 if we're playing white. But the Morphy's mate also possible when we have the rook on the second rank instead. Here there is a Morphy's mate pattern for black. Black to move and to win with Morphy's mate. Please feel free to pause the video if you want to figure things out on your own first. Okay, the right move is rook g2, check. Bishop takes g2, and now rook takes g2, check. Only one move for white, king g1, and now rook g3, check. Not yet a checkmate, because white can go rook f3, but now bishop takes f3, and then it's a checkmate. Okay guys, that's all for Morphy's mate pattern. If you find the content useful, I would really appreciate it if you please subscribe to the channel and like the video. I also have a checkmate pattern playlist in my channel that studies in depth other checkmate patterns. Please do check it out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.